Yeah, good performance, different size to it, really good first half on the ball, probably until we scored and we came off it a bit, but the possession, the idea of what we wanted to do, the players did it. I was really pleased with that until we get the goal. And then second half, I think Brentford do what they do, very good at it. They can pin you back, they can stick balls in your box. And I thought we defended brilliantly in the box. Touch of luck here and there. The frustration of conceding late hits you, but probably the realisation that you go, okay, it's a point away from home at a club that just beat Man United 4-0 here 2 weeks ago. You know, so I was really pleased. You know, we're playing in conditions that, you know, we're trying to find a way at the top end of the pitch, and we know we're improving that. We've brought Neil in. Dominic's back next week. We're looking to improve even more because other teams have more options than us in that area. But in terms of the spirit of the team today and some of the play and our midfield players and the boys at the back defending the box, I thought there was a lot of positives for us.
What do you think of Anthony's goal? I mean, it showed some real quality there. The anticipation in the first place to start that run, and then obviously to bring under his control and finish. I mean, it was
but it's what I wanted from Anthony and Damari today, was to run in between defenders, centre backs and full backs. And they did it, and Anthony made a great run, great timing, great pass, and then I thought his composure was great. I think that's the next step for Anthony in terms of in front of goal. We work and talk about it a lot, and he showed great composure, how he waited, had another touch, and then finishes. So delighted for him. I thought his all-round performance was great. There's pressure on him, it's normal. He's a boy a lot of people are talking about. I thought we handled it brilliantly.
The goal came from quite a goal from Cody over the top, and we saw in the early stages as well, with James Toffee finding, making passing in space a lot with goals. Was that a tactic? Was it trying to run at Brentford and get behind the lines, and that's why you didn't start with Rondon?
Yeah, it was. We wanted some real mobility in the team, and my options are limited up front, as I say. But at the same time, the players who can play today do have mobility and do have quality. And I thought we wanted to threaten their back line, which we did. But also we could play today. We used Amadou, we used Alex in midfield. We got the wing backs into the game. We had a nice dropped off. Connor was in control. So our worst moments in the first half were probably counter-attacks from our own corners, which is a disappointing sideshow. So other than that, there were a lot of positives, and we'll get better because, you know, as I say, once we now have Neil in and Dominic coming back, we will get better because it will just firm us up at the top end of the pitch. But there's other parts of the team that I'm really pleased with how we're moving. Have we got as many points as we probably wanted and deserved? I don't think so. But is today a good earned point, a hard earned point? Yeah.
And watching Amadou now, obviously make his first Premier League start, I think was quite impressive.
I thought it was really impressive. You know, it's just turned 21, expectation, and to come here where there's pressure, good stadium, tight, you know, fast game against him, pressure in midfield, it was calm, received it, always showing good off the ball, great drive through midfield and through pass for Damari. Was tired, had to come off, worried to get him injured because he's getting up to speed, having missed a lot of pre-season. But really, really positive signs from him. We have to be patient because he's young, but you could already see the level of player there today and what he's going to develop into, I believe, with a lot of work. So that's the direction we want to go here. We know there's a gap we want to now move upwards, and we have to be patient with that. But seeing performance like that from Amadou, it gives you great feeling about what may be.
Did you have to think twice about taking him off?
Yeah, I would have kept him on. You know, he came to me at half time saying he felt he had another 25 minutes in him, was trying to extend that through the game. But you know, so I've got my staff and me here because I'm thinking about today. We also have to think about Tuesday and the game's coming up, and I just understand that his fitness levels are not where they're going to be naturally. So it was so impressive today. Yeah, I wanted to keep him on.
Right, what did you make of the burgeoning partnership between Cody and Tarkowski, two leaders at their former clubs? Is it difficult to make them play together because they were used to marshalling the whole back line? Now they have to share their roles.
No, it's not because they're selfless. They're humble. They work through the week. They train brilliantly. They're professional. They talk in the dressing room. They talk in the training ground. They're a dream to work with, and you can see that. And I think. I've been so delighted at the feeling that's had them in the squad. The feeling has changed. We talk about a spine of the team, consistency and leaders. You can't have enough. You can't have too many. And now we look and we've added leaders in the pitch in those two. In Amadou as a young leader to be. So really important that we add personality into the team. You need that, especially when you come to Brentford. You need personality because they've got lots of personality here. So
more players also, a lot of personality.
Sure, exactly, and a desire to score goals and to come in, and we're lacking that at the minute, that cutting edge, and that's natural to him. And maybe when you look at Damari and you look at Anthony and Dwight, that's a part of their game. They all want to improve, and they will do. But so they need to get that killer instinct. But we have to be patient on that side of things with those players.
Frank, I see you were saying that before the game that Anthony Gordon was worth a lot more than 60 million potentially. Does that goal add another 10 million on his price tag?
Yeah, if the price tag is just this imaginary thing, then yeah. So he's a level of player at 21 years of age. What he showed last year means that everyone's talking about him and clubs are interested in him and they've had a nibble at him. But he's our player, so I think it's. I don't come away from today thinking, oh dear, that's made someone keen to pay more millions for him. I come away thinking, well, it's Everton's player and I want him to stay. Simple.
Okay, we'll just take a...
Then the first 20 minutes or so, it seemed pretty chaotic, especially before Gordon struck. Could you just talk us through that and whether you changed anything at half time?
No, well, chaotic was our moments that we allowed Brentford, I think, to counter-attack us. I thought we had a lot of control for the first 30 minutes in terms of possession. We had good possession, which is what we've been striving for. We need more of that. And our worst moments were balls over the top, crosses into our box, and those are things we've got to control much better. When we scored, which is what we need to get better at, it's a bit of a feeling from last season where we score or we concede, and mentally we don't react well. We scored and we dropped off, and we gave Brentford a feeling into the game. So there was a lot to say at half time. I was delighted with the lads today. You know, even though we ended up defending our box a lot, I've seen Brentford do that to Manchester United. I've seen them do it to Chelsea. I've seen them to pepper Chelsea last season in the last 15 minutes of balls in the box. You know, it happens, and you've got to stand up. So that when a game gives you that, deal with it. I thought we dealt with it, other than one small moment.
In the dressing room, was there a sense of frustration maybe afterwards? And
Yeah.
some tough games ahead, like
Yeah.
the 3 points.
Yeah, maybe. But with my reflection, it's easy to say, yeah, I'm frustrated because they scored with 6 minutes. I'm sure Thomas is coming in saying we hit the woodwork 2 or 3 times and had our opportunities. I don't have to try and change the story, because when Brentford do that to you, they will create chances. They're powerful in the box. So I'm pleased with the point.
To the
If I
Mondays,
could,
sorry.
just one last quick question about Gordon. Obviously, you were a World Cup player, all this experience. What do you tell a young boy before this game? There's so much focus. I mean, what do you tell him? Because obviously he goes out and did it as well. What do you tell him? How do you use your experience to him? What do you say anything? Do you just let him
No, I speak every day with Anthony at the moment, because I understand that this is a difficult moment for him, because it brings a lot of attention, and we just expect young people to just handle it, and it's not simple, because they have their phones, they have everyone around them telling them different things. Some things I'll like, some things I won't like. So it's important for me to be the manager and coach that should be expected to support players no matter what happens, whilst and is an Everton player, and I see him being an Everton player for a long time. I see his career as an England player going for a long time. So my important advice to him now is, when he comes to training every day and when he plays, just cut out anything that's in your head, cut out all the noise, and prepare and train and play like he did today. I was delighted for him today to play with that sort of, not resilience, but you know, it's, as I say, people just expect that he'll come out and it doesn't affect him. Played a great game. Delighted.
Is it just you, or is it also the mental coaches that you have on staff at Everton? How do
It's mainly me and my staff. We always have that support there if needed. That's a personal issue for each player. If they want support from outside, we'll investigate every avenue of that. But my job, I'm not a psychologist. My job and my staff's job is to do our best to support the players in day to day in any situation we can, and I think we're pretty good at that, and it isn't just on my shoulders. So at that point I thank my staff, because I'm sure if Anthony sits down one day and people ask him about my staff, I'm sure he'll have a lot of good things to say.